You know what?
I mean,
That's a question that I want to ask you.
yeah,
What is the first verse you ever wrote and you were like, "Oh, nice,"
that
or
I was nice at
what?
it.
No, that you was like, "Oh, I'm nice," but it was completely trash.
Yeah.
Just the first thing you ever wrote, like the first
Man,
four
the first
bars.
thing I wish I could tell you, bro, but I like it
Same.
had to be. It had to be. I mean, because I started writing when I was 9.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So can you see me?
Yeah.
So I started writing when I was 9, and it took me years in those few minutes to even think about my first line, like just the opening, like
The most important
even
line.
the most important line, and then even like we're so used to like having like, "Hey yo, check it," being your first word, like
Man.
so even that you're trying to think like, "Yo, how am I even gonna? What am I gonna say?" And then over time, I just was able to just write. I don't even remember if it rhymed or anything. All I know is I was writing back to back, all the time. And man, I can't tell you if I remember when I got really good, but I do know that when I got to high school, that's when I that's when I started feeling, because I started meeting other kids that rap. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And then we would discuss like who was like we'll be in gym and talk about like, yo, Tupac's my favorite, yo, Biggie, yo, Big Pun, Eminem, crazy. And then we just figure out like who we want to sound like sort of.
Yep.
And then like I would
Yep.
just be writing all the time. And then I had a friend named Brian in high school. He was a black kid. He was mad cool, and he used to love Tupac, right? And
Mm.
I remember he wanted to be a designer. Like he would like put his name on his own clothes. Like it wasn't crazy, but he would
Yeah.
like design his own clothes and wear them to school. And he used to rap. But when he met me, he was like, "Yo, Matt, I never met anybody that rapped like you." And at the time, we were young. I don't think
Yeah.
it was that crazy, but to him, So I started noticing over time though that I was getting sharper with the way I put my words together. I was getting sharper with my
The blade.
sentences and bars. Yeah, like it was getting real, like it was getting real clean.
You're sharpening the
What
blade.
So then I started like a little group. You know what I mean? And I remember it was Brian. I had some big black kid named he used to call himself I don't know if he called himself Armageddon. It might
Mm.
have been Armageddon. I don't remember. It was
Shout out
something
to
like
Terror
that.
Squad.
Yeah, right. It was something like that though, and I think me, I was like calling myself like Blaze or something. I don't remember. And we used to go battle like in the last train cart in the back. It
Yeah.
wasn't even that crazy, but we would go freestyle off the head and you know. But even then though, when I thought I was nice then, I realized I wasn't even close to what I am now.
Hmm.
Like I came down here, when I came down here, I had a cousin that I used to hang out with all the time, and he was like really into bars, and he was older than me, so he knew a little bit more, and he used to teach me how to structure my bars, how to use certain words, um how to pronunciate certain things, and how to project my voice, and
Hmm.
how to sound in the beat. And then even when I met you, I mean, not met you, you hear me? Even when me and you started recording, I didn't know anything about ad libs, spikes, or whatever
Yeah.
everything that
Yeah.
goes into making a track. I didn't know
Yeah.
none of that.
I
But now,
was I was so deep into it. I was heartbroken. I was depressed, and I had a
mhm,
closet. I had a room with a door and a lock by myself. So I just
yeah, yeah,
roll up all day and just rap. Even if it didn't make sense, I just rap. And then eventually
yeah.
it
You used to
became
just go. Like
something.
I remember you used to just sit there and just go, like just freestyle by
No
yourself, just sitting
hooks.
there for mad long, just like talking, but you're like rapping, you know what I mean? And you used to do that all the time. And I miss our sessions. I miss our little sessions, what we used to do, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, we'll come to Cali. One of these days we could smoke a fatty.